Stand by, please.
Tell me, Mr. Moody, what are your feelings about the radio?
I don't hold with it, Bub.
Displeases you?
I don't hold with furniture that talks.
Radio in front of a live audience especially is so powerful. I'm a little young to remember the heyday, the golden age of radio, but I certainly remember lying in my bed at night and listening to radio as I was introduced to all kinds of exciting new music I never would have heard. And now to have a chance to do radio in front of a live audience again is a real thrill.
From the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, it's E-Town, with this week's guests, MCA recording artist Jonathan Brooke, author and primate expert Roger Fouts, and very special guest, Canadian singer-songwriter Mr. Bruce Cockburn. Right now, here's your host, Nick Forster.
Thank you, Ellen. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to E-Town. We get together every week, listen to some great live music, talk about the world around us.
E-Town's a radio show. It's taped in front of a live audience like an old-time variety show. But it's got a new twist. We use lots of different kinds of music and ideas, conversations, information, all about community, all about making people understand that we're part of something together.
Please welcome back to E-Town, Bela Fleck and the Flecktones.
I've always loved doing E-Town. It's a fun show to do, and I've known Nick for a long, long time, since we were both in bluegrass band. And he asked me to do the show pretty early on. I always had a great time doing it. Maybe done it 5 or 6 times now. And it's rare that you get to do a show that is actually trying to accomplish something, some of the goals that we all have about making the world a better place. So I have to hand it to Nick and Helen.
Shall we start this? I'll bring everything down.
I stay ready.
This is our name, is the front row. We will be on the front row center. That's where we need to be. We drove 10 hours, we flew 7 hours, we drove 26 hours. We're the front row right here. You see it.
So E-Town is a lot of different things. I think for someone walking into the theater for the first time, they'd see a show, they'd see a performance. That's what they're thinking it is. As time goes on, they recognize that it's part of a radio show, which is very different, like an old-time variety show. And then, by the time the show is over, they recognize that what they've just been a part of is going to be distributed to over 100 radio stations. 500,000 listeners are going to hear them clapping in the audience, being a part of what's going on.
Hey Karen, Ron at E-Town. Hey, I just wanted to check up with you. You know, we'd been talking about Sinead O'Connor a while ago, and it didn't work out for that date, about a month ago that we were looking at. And I just want to pick up the ball.
Happy he's back with us. Would you please welcome, along with John Hagen and James Gilmer, MCA recording artist Mr. Lyle Lovett. Mr. Bruce Hornsby. Please welcome back to E-Town, Asylum recording artist Emmylou Harris, the Cowboy Junkies. David Crosby, Graham Nash, Natalie Merchant, Sean Colvin, here's Mr. Julian Lennon, Mr. Ben Harper, Ricky Lee Jones, Mr. Willie Nelson. Would you please welcome Righteous Babe recording artist Ani DeFranco. Please welcome back to E-Town Columbia recording artist Mr. James Taylor.
One of our segments is an interview segment where we'll bring in authors, poets, policymakers, scientists, a number of different individuals who are giving views on a variety of subjects and issues that are pressing to us all, and possible solutions to problems that we all face.
The interviews are always extremely interesting and very intelligent.
The Achievement Award is one of the most popular sections of the show. It's listener-generated. We get letters, emails, nominating people around the country who are doing great things for their communities.
And you work a lot with young people. Are some of these people involved with gangs and other things that you have to deal with also?
Of course I have to deal with them, but they're not gangs to me. Those are my neighbors. We have 123 of them in different colleges now. Like I said, we create a thirst.
To receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, Dr. Jane Goodall.
These kinds of things give you a good feeling, just as you and Helen must have a good feeling when you think what your program has done to raise these issues to so many people.
E-Town has been added to commercial stations. And commercial radio is used to things that are a lot different than what E-Town is all about. But the fact of the matter, it's working. And it's working on commercial stations in places like San Diego, Los Angeles, Orlando, Boston, Minneapolis.
As the program director of 2 radio stations, one in Denver and one in the Los Angeles area, we're finding that an audience as diverse as our Los Angeles audience totally gets what E-Town is about, and they have the same concerns politically and ecologically and socially that our audience here in Denver does, and it all ties together with a show like E-Town.
You're listening to E-Town.
The E in E-Town really stands for lots of things: entertainment, energy, environment, earth, and the fact of the matter is it could just as easily be every town, because that's what we're after. We're trying to connect people, build community in music and ideas.
Jonathan Brooke, and Ingrid and Helen, E-Town's Bruce Coburn. Thank you, folks. I'll see you soon.
This is a production of the E-Town Radio Network.